come back down, got the Maybach. Ask shot, you a matrix. Now you reappear, but it's a fake. Whoa, yeah, love who I am, not my bankroll, but shoot my shot, then I check the shoot my shot, then I'm on to the next one. Shoot my shot, no shot.
Thinking as I count these days, tell me if I'm looking better. Just the other night I was playing with this fed up. My mama said I'm acting kinda different. It's probably all the that I've been missing. I don't tell nobody cause I don't do any. All these catch you slipping. Hope I find the truth while I'm alive. Before I say goodbye, before they tell me all the I did was just a lie. This really ain't my life. Taking out this notebook every day, writing down my feelings cause it makes me feel okay. Promise you I take you from that life you living now, but then we hit the ground. They say that they we running down your villas. No, they probably looking, cause they know that I'm cooking. That's probably what they took it. I wish I told you all that's in my head instead. I don't give a what you expect, so put your pride to rest. I saw you, now you pull up on me, tell me where you wanna go. It's 3 a.m. and you 6 a.m. and you telling me okay.
I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only. Yeah, girl, you chose it. Love when you open, it's up. I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only. You chose it. Sun is in the air, no camera, no phones in. We walking in the light, what's all the commotion? No, we can't step up for the hill if we don't know him. Treat you special, girl, I hit you with the roses. Can't say your boyfriend into control, man. Get along better. Girl, you chose it. Love when you open, it's I'm just imposing.
Yo, I got next right here.
Just me only. Yeah, girl, you chose it. Love when you open, it's I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only. Brand new rollie got you frozen. 2 more. She wanna go up, don't provoke him. Like she voting. I like when you talk that to me. Ain't nothing new, but you know how to do it to me. You can make a and a rapper, you done got it. Did you cool? See, she love me like Lucy. I'm a dog like Snoopy. You sweating out your weed, rich like me. When I like what I see. Girl, you chose it. Get up and you. It's up. I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only. Yeah, girl, you chose it. Love when you open, it's up. I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only.
Yes, Naya. grab it! Julio, got you! Right there. Get out on that pad! Come out! Come to me, come in! Come on, baby! You got it, you got it, you got it! Who's right here? Hey, right there! Shot, shot! Hey, back in! Oh, foul! Hey, yo, right here! Hey, good boy, good boy! Hey, who got him? Oh, let's go, boy! Watch out! Oh, yeah, baby! Take it to the house. Not here! Hey, shot, shot, shot! Oh, that's mine, baby! That's all you, way to grab it!
Are you ready to hunt for glory? Season 4 is here, and that means more events with XP, rewards, and fun. This weekend, the Concha Del Mar hosts Training Days, where both new and veteran players can earn an XP bonus by playing together. In the city, check out Puma Mania. Earn double, triple, or quadruple XP by playing games in Puma gear. Next weekend, aboard the Concha Del Mar, it's Top Deck. All games played on Deck 16 will earn double XP. Meanwhile, the city hosts Mobile One Grand Prix. Start your engines and finish the race for a chance to earn exclusive MyPlayer items and unlimited block boosts. That's it for me. Good luck in your hunt for glory.
Welcome to a new episode of NBA 2K TV. Man, I've waited a long time to say that again.
Yes, welcome back, LD2K. I know that I've missed you so much, as well as Team 2K TV
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. The sun's setting over the busy metropolis of Houston, Texas. And that's where we're coming to you from tonight. Welcome, everyone, to Noche Enavia. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Mikal Bridges is a big part of the Suns' growth into a powerhouse. Coach Monty Williams said of his two-way swingman, I believe he has every intangible, talent and quality to be a glue guy in that starting lineup. Mikal has an edge to him. Guys respect the heck out of him because he competes every day. Kevin, I compete every time you throw it down to me.
You too. And you're a great competitor. D.A., it is an honor to be on this broadcast with you each and every game. And certainly Bridges one to watch. D.A., thanks. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Houston, the backcourt made up of Wall and Green. Christian Wood is out there with MP. And it's Tate in at the 3 slot. And as the regular season winds toward the playoffs, Greg, for those teams in the upper half of the standings, how much are they looking at the seeding and their possible opponents?
Well, I don't think most would admit it, but it's human nature to think ahead, trying to map out that route and looking at how it breaks down in the bracket.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Chris Paul picks up that one. Houston shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Shooting 2. And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. Now here's Booker. It's stolen by Green. Now MP. Outside, Wall. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And that's too close. When Wall gets a shot that deep inside, it is almost automatic. And the first thing you notice about Green, the next level athleticism, incredible burst off the dribble, and makes smooth adjustments midair.
Outside, Green. Knocks it loose and taken away by Paul. Here's Crowder. And the rejection by MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Here's Paul. His last outing, 16 points for him. To the paint, here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Booker has established that he can score, and now showing that he can play make.
Rockets on offense, and one can only imagine what Green will be like, Greg, with a little time.
Still refining his shot release, still working on getting others involved, but we haven't seen a two-guard into the league with this much potential.
Goes up on the wing, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
Catching and shooting with confidence. Devin Booker letting it fly.
Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Pelicans in New Orleans. MP passes to Green. Can't cash in from close range.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Paul kicks to Ayton. On the wing, Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Over Wall. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Suns leading by 3. Outside, Crowder lets it go from deep. Tate with the rebound. The Rockets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Back to MP. Tipped away. Bridges with the steal. Booker outside. The 11-footer. No good that time. Great tee that time from Green. And it's Wall with the ball for Houston. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win. Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd. As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Big question mark was Ayton, and could he anchor a defense? He's answered those.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Well, Brent, you said it. Defense now a strength of what Ayton brings to the table.
Well, that was the point he had to prove, Kevin. As a big guy, what could he do? Every night, you know, if you're not getting the ball down on the inside defensively on the interior, how can I impact the game? He's been patient with it. He's learned it. And now he's embraced the fact that he can make that kind of contribution.
Payton dishes to Booker. Steps back and shoots. Saric has the open look. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Saric playing confident now. There was no hesitation that time.
Rockets trail by 5. Porter kicks to Gordon. Porter with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Booker against Gordon. Can't hit that one. And it's Phoenix's ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Now here's Payton. Nwaba defending. Payton's shot is off.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Inside. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized four who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
And here's Booker. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates. And they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
From 17 feet out, that shot no good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Phoenix ahead, up 3. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And regarded as one of the best leaders in the game today, Chris Paul opening about how his team works together.
With anything, whether it's business, work, relationships, whatever, it's communication. And I think that's something that we're doing an amazing job of right now. And that's communicating, talking through things, and making sure, even when it gets tough, that we continue to communicate.
And with this younger team, it's got to be easier for Chris Paul to lead as that elder statesman.
Yeah, at times in the past.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
And that one falls for John Wall. And Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pelicans lit up the floor. He finished with 23 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
They're going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Booker against Green. No good from Booker. Rockets trail by 14. MP passes to Tate. And Wall kicks to Tate. He's looking for MP and finds him, and he makes good on the layup. 9 points for MP.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Booker against Green. Wood with the block.
And an aggressive block there about Wood. He's not going to shy away from competing defensively. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now the feed to Paul. That one falls. Paul's got 6 points.
And for an undersized player, Chris Paul's a pretty good finisher around the rim. Certainly knows all the angles.
To the inside. And with that shot, the Suns lead is cut back down to 10 with the basket from MP.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And that concludes the first half. Suns lead by 10. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
He's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
Been aggressive to block shots, but also avoiding fouls. That's a heavy presence inside.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
No secret here, Brent. Devin Booker known for his offense, but his defense has come a long way as well.
Yeah, it's so funny when scorers come into the league and they score and people are still critical of them. That's what happened to Devin Booker. And then he realized as the games became bigger and more important how much the defensive end is going to help his team do the things he wants to do. So he's taken that tune. He's decided to play defense. He's been much better over the course of the last 2 seasons.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding. That's a hard pivot for a team that until last season was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant bets on unproven talent as they build toward the future. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Daniel Tice is checked in for Wood. David Nwaba comes in for Tate. Gordon's checked in for Green. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for John Wall. No good on the second free throw. And Craig, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him. And I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
Sharch finds Payton. Over Porter. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Nwaba passes to MP. Tice trying to break free. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from MP. Suns have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Good on the bucket. Sharch has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
Down low, here's Nwaba. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Suns leading by 3. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Out to Payton. Driving the lane over Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul.
Payton has such quick hands out there. That might be his best attribute on the floor.
And Brent, here's another thing to like about Payton. He's very coachable.
Well, no doubt. He's accepted a lot of different roles in a lot of different situations. And when you see a player like that who's turned over from team to team but still gets opportunities to play, that must mean he's earning the trust of the coaching staff. That's why he's on the floor.
And the Rockets making a change here. Substitution changes. MP's checked in for Daniel Tice, and it's Green in for Martin. Todd's checked in for Phoenix. Paul comes in for Elfrid Payton. Ball's knocked loose. Porter with the steal. Pass to MP. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 21 points for MP.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Paul. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Houston. 11-point game. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for him. MP, and he finishes nicely on the layup. MP's got 10 points in the quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Booker outside. Second chance shot, and it's good. 2 points. Booker's got 12 in the game.
I think Booker's motivated tonight here. He's starting to play very aggressively. I want to see him more in there on the offensive glass.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Rockets have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. Tate, he's checked in for the Rockets. John Wall comes in for Kevin Porter. And for the Suns, Andre Ayton's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Crowder comes in for Ty. And it's Bridges in for Paul. And that one misses. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Bridges. It's rebounded by Houston. MP's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Passes to Şengün. Over Ayton. And the rejection by Ayton. And so it's Phoenix ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break. This is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Suns leading by 9. And the wings, Green and Tate. MP is out there with Christian Wood. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. For 3, Bridges. That one doesn't drop. And the Rockets take it the other way. Outside, Wall. Wood passes to MP. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. MP's got 12 points in just the second half.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Booker to the cup with confidence. Feels like he can beat anybody off the dribble right now.
MP passes to Tate. Bridges with some nice defense.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Booker against Wall. The kick out to Crowder. And stolen by MP. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets.
And the evolution of Wood continues to impress, accepting a bigger role in this offense.
Suns leading by 7. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. That one a little long.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
He's been an absolute marksman the entire second half. Hard to imagine what anyone can do right now to slow him down.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Phoenix?
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Another thing they've done well tonight is to share the basketball. So many of their buckets have just been off crisp offensive sets, setting up their shooters.
Paul's checked in for Cameron Johnson. Free throw, no good for MP. Ray, you always want DeAndre Ayton to play more aggressively, don't you?
Well, it's when he's at his best, especially when he's down low and using his frame. He's kind of like, this young kid that doesn't realize how big he is, but he's starting to understand how much his size can impact what he can do on both ends of the floor. MP
against Paul. Now, here's MP. He's tightly guarded. Count that one.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Crowder, a second chance effort, and Ayton with the layup. And the Suns lead by 7.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
MP finds Tate. MP against Paul. Here's MP, and the shot goes in. MP's got 8 here in the quarter.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And the Suns call time.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Get loud for your Quad City Dancers.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Chris Paul.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
Gordon's checked in for Green. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking to his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Booker finds Crowder. Ball looking over the floor. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. And the rejection by Ayton.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Here's Bridges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one goes on Wood.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Mikal Bridges at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Mikal Bridges, I think one of those talents coming out of college. A lot of teams expected him to have a 10 or 12-year career playing a great role as a two-way player in the NBA.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're behind by 5. 1:06 left in the fourth. So here is Houston. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter, and it's Wall in the corner. To the middle, here's MP. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Bridges outside. Ball finds Booker. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer, Crowder, good. A nice assist from Booker. And the Suns lead by 6.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Phoenix. Chris Paul taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
This is an area where Chris Paul has been solid every year, always right around 90% from the charity stripe.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Shot game clock separated by 5. Rejected by Crowder. And he commits the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Third team foul. At the line for the Suns, Chris Paul, 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Substitution.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson surveying the floor. So it's Phoenix picking up the win, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Thinking as I come these days. Tell me if I'm looking better. Just the other night I was playing with this fed up. My mama said I'm acting kinda different. It's probably all the that I've been missing. I don't tell nobody cause I don't do any. All these catch you slipping. Hope I find the truth while I'm alive. Before I say goodbye, before they tell me all the I did was just a lie. This really ain't my life. Taking out this notebook every day, writing down my feelings cause it makes me feel okay. Promise you I take you from that life you living now, but then we hit the ground. They say that they we running down your villas. No, they probably looking, cause they know that I'm cooking. That's probably what they took in. I wish I told you all that's in my head. Instead, I don't give a what you expect. So put your pride to rest. I saw you, now you. Pull up on me, tell me where you wanna go. It's 3 a.m. and you 6 a.m. and you telling me, okay, I'm getting older and I'm losing some friends. Thought they was my, but they don't make no sense. When you find
coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that. My body, I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that. Loud commotion, we causing a commotion.